we're all ready.
Yeah, right here.
All right. Good for you? Come ahead!
Quiet on the set!
Get your popcorn and soda. This is Michael Faulkner, and it's showtime at your weekly Podioplex, brought to you by the Crowne Rift. The weekend's box office results for Monday, June 27th look familiar, as if everything from last week just stepped aside to make room for the new releases. The obvious exception is Kung Fu Panda 2, which plummeted 5 places to end up at number 11. Starting the countdown at number 10 is Woody Allen's Midnight in Paris. Coming in at number 9 is Captain Jack Sparrow and the Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. At number 8 are The Ladies of Bridesmaids. Down 2 from last week is number 7, The Hangover Part 2. In 6th place are the swinging 60s mutants of X-Men First Class. Number 5 is For the Birds with Mr. Popper's Penguins, cashing in an additional $10.1 million to bring the film based on a children's book to $39.3 million. Adding an air of mystery to number 4 is Super 8 with $12 million toward the $95 million total. Bringing light to the darkness of 3rd place is last week's big winner, Green Lantern. Hal Jordan and company earned $18 million, which brings the DC Comics Warner Brothers collaboration to $89 million on its $200 million budget. In 2nd is Cameron Diaz and the new release Bad Teacher with $32 million, which beat out the premiere of Bridesmaids from last month and is on target with its genre when compared to Step Brothers and Knocked Up. But at nearly double the take for Bad Teacher is this week's winner, Cars 2, pulling down $66 million. The Pixar film premiered as the 4th highest grossing June opening on record, and the 5th highest opening for a Pixar movie, coming in behind Toy Story 3, The Incredibles, Finding Nemo, and Up. Beating the forecast, critics recognize that Cars 2 should beat out Kung Fu Panda 2 based on brand recognition. Both films coasted into theaters on the laurels of a known franchise. Despite that, Cars 2 is the first Pixar outing to receive a rotten rating on the critical site Rotten Tomatoes. While not the strongest outing for a Pixar film, Lightning McQueen's newest adventure should prime the pump for whatever Pixar has coming next down the pipe, which may be the mysterious fairy tale Brave, coming in June of 2012. This week is big for romantic comedies, and robots battling over the moon, starting with Larry Crowne, a romantic comedy starring Tom Hanks and Julia Roberts.
What'd they say?
You have to listen twice.
Larry Crowne to the Common Break area? It's Employee of the Month Day. How many will this be?
Oh, I'm not saying 9.
Larry Crowne, on deck!
Crowne, we've come to a parting of the ways.
This sounds like you're firing me. They said it's because I didn't go to college.
Get you some knowledge and you'll be fireproof.
You're never too old to learn.
Can you get this hunk of junk working? How fast does it go?
Larry, it's got power!
Didn't see you in the scooter pit last term. You're an ex-cop.
Why would you think that?
Tucking in a polo shirt makes you look like one.
This is it? Excuse me, the state requires a minimum of 10 students, so this class is canceled. Thanks.
Is this speech 217?
Each of you will tell us how to do something you already know how to do.
How to prepare French toast.
Next.
I gotta take this.
Brain freeze. I wonder if I make any difference to anyone sitting in my classroom. Look up at your audience. Find 3 different focal points. Start on one side, looking into the eyes of whoever's there. Hello. You are way cooler than you appear.
I can't really afford all these new threads.
Tastes gratis. Take off your pants. My boyfriend's here. Put your pants back on.
Look who's waiting for a bus. Do you need a ride?
Fine, but I will not wear that bucket on my head.
In the Navy, I went around the world 5 times, but I would never be able to communicate it to you unless I had taken a class like this.
You work here.
It's my secret identity.
Spectacular.
Would you like to kiss me? You are so cute, I can see you.
After losing his job, a middle-aged man reinvents himself by going back to college. Larry Crowne is rated PG-13. Next up is Monte Carlo, a romantic comedy starring Selena Gomez and Katie Cassidy.
This is what's gotten me
through the last 4 years of pep rallies, imagining myself walking along the Seine and standing on top of the Eiffel Tower.
Do you mind if we order?
Grace, go with Meg and Emma. Have a great trip. Paris.
Nobody pinch me.
The Junior Ambassador Suite offers luxury accommodations.
I single-handedly chose the worst tour in all of Paris. They're leaving!
She's here.
This is crazy. It's me, Cordelia. Mother's forcing me to go to some charity thing. You look just like her.
Look this way. They're like twins.
This way.
Excuse me, Miss Scott. As you requested, a 26-pound lobster.
I shall take it in my room.
First class.
We are way out of our league.
This was never part of the plan. I'm out.
Real Cordelia gets to play hooky for a few days, and
I'll get the vacation that we deserve.
Your car's waiting.
thank you. We are going to Monte Carlo.
We'll get caught.
Then you'll get to say I told you so.
Jet Set Maris, Cordelia Winthrop Scott.
Oh.
What?
Cordelia, you are a bad girl.
What'd I do?
What didn't you do?
Hello. How hard can it be?
Try on the Dior. You look like $1 million. Cordelia, there's something different about you.
Different?
I am admiring the boots.
She totally bought it.
Who says you're not perfect? Who says you're not worth it? Who says
You are not what I expected. You're different.
Who says you're not beautiful? Who says?
Hi.
Hi. I finally meet a guy who likes me for me. And I'm not even me.
Cordelia, wait! Monte Carlo.
What's she doing here?
Hurry! Go, 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 go! Wow, you can see everything from up here.
Three young women vacationing in Paris find themselves whisked away to Monte Carlo after one of the girls is mistaken for a British heiress. Monte Carlo is rated PG. If science fiction action sequels are more to your liking, Transformers: Dark of the Moon, the third movie in the popular franchise, premieres in wide release on Wednesday, with 3D IMAX showings as early as Tuesday night.
Our entire space race of the 1960s was in response to an event. If you breathe a word of what you've seen here, it will do time for treason.
Everything humans know of our planet, we were told, had been shared. You lied to us. You've made a grave mistake.
Years from now, they're gonna ask, where were you when they took over the planet?
You'll be fine, I promise. It's over. I'm sorry, but it's over.
You may lose your faith in us, but never in yourselves. From here, the fight will be your own.
The Autobots learn of a Cybertronian spacecraft hidden on the moon, and race against the Decepticons to reach it and learn its secrets. Transformers: Dark of the Moon stars Shia LaBeouf, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, and a whole lot of CGI robots, and is rated PG-13. In limited release is Delhi Belly, a foreign comedy starring Veer Das, Kunal Roy Kapoor, and Imran Khan. Tashi, Arun, and Nitin are three regular blokes, flatmates living the regular life except for one small detail. They're on the hit list of one of the world's deadliest crime syndicates. Delhi Belly is not rated. In this week's home media market, the big release is the Lord of the Rings extended trilogy on Blu-ray, with an all-star cast including Elijah Wood, Ian McKellen, and Orlando Bloom. This release brings The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King to high definition in the 2004 extended versions. In a small village in the Shire, a young hobbit named Frodo has been entrusted with an ancient ring. Now he must embark on an epic quest to the cracks of doom in order to destroy it. This release includes over 11 hours of J.R.R. Tolkien's masterpiece spread over 15 discs, including an Uruk-hai's share of special features and documentaries. Each film in the trilogy is rated PG-13. Also coming to home media is The Warrior's Way, an action fantasy western starring Dong Gong-jung, Kate Bosworth, and Jeffrey Rush. A warrior assassin is forced to hide in a small town in the American Badlands after refusing a mission. The Warrior's Way is rated R. Finally, we have Barney's Version, starring Paul Giamatti, Rosamund Pike, and Jake Hoffman. This film chronicles a picturesque and touching story of the politically incorrect, fully lived life of the impulsive, irascible, and fearlessly blunt Barney Panofsky. Barney's Version is rated R. Now it's time for the Quick Flicks. You can all sleep better at night knowing that the tattoo issue in The Hangover Part 2 is finally settled. When promotional materials for the film were released, Missouri tattoo artist Victor Whitmill sued Warner Brothers for using the famous facial art he designed for boxer Mike Tyson, including trying to stop the release of the successful film. Warner Brothers had previously mentioned that if the suit wasn't settled in time for the home video release, they may have to digitally remove the tattoo, which would have affected the plot of the film. Terms of the settlement were not disclosed, but it looks like the tattoo will stay in the movie. In a joint statement, Warner Brothers and Mr. Whitmill's attorney stated, "Warner Brothers and Mr. Whitmill have amicably resolved their dispute. No other information will be provided." If you've been preparing for the last film in the popular Harry Potter franchise, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 coming June 15th, theater company AMC wants to help. Not only are they offering a back-to-back showing of Parts 1 and 2 of the final chapter and a midnight showing on opening night, but they are also running a 4-day event featuring a double feature each night. The marathon will be at 35 locations across the United States with a $45 price tag, while the Deathly Hallows double feature will be $20 with a 3D showing of Part 2 at 288 AMC locations. For more details, visit www.amctheaters.com/Harry Potter. Would you like to play a reboot? MGM has hired Seth Gordon to direct a revamped version of the 1983 classic War Games, which will likely have nothing to do with either the original or the direct-to-video sequel War Games: The Dead Code, or for that matter any of the other remake or sequel rumors we've heard about this franchise over the years. Vin Diesel has some good news for his fans who have high-octane fuel running through their veins. Through his Facebook page, he announced that Fast 5's sequel, tentatively titled Fast 6, will be released on Memorial Day 2013. Universal Studios quickly followed with a more definite date of May 24th, 2013. In some other short sequel bits, William Shatner has recently confirmed that he will not be involved with the next voyage of the Starship Enterprise. Star Trek II, or 12, or anyway, is due out in 2012. Warner Brothers has stated their support of Green Lantern, despite their disappointment in the box office results, and is lining up for a second cinematic adventure for Hal Jordan. Will we ever see a big screen Justice League? Nobody knows, but Tom Hanks thinks he has a scoop on further adventures of Woody and Buzz. Hanks told a reporter on the radio that Pixar is working on Toy Story 4, and Tim Allen has said that he signed up for voicing a fourth movie. Speaking of rumors, the Jurassic Park trilogy Blu-ray rumors are true. On October 25th, Universal will release a remastered set of the 3 films in 7.1 surround sound with additional digital copies, a 6-part retrospective, and a whole lot more. There will also be a separate DVD release and a Blu-ray gift set with a T-Rex statue. Last but not least, we have the loss of 2 greats. Actor Peter Falk passed away on June 23rd at the age of 83. Best known for his roles as a trenchcoat-clad detective in Columbo and the storytelling grandfather in The Princess Bride, Falk was a New York City native who wanted to become a certified public accountant before becoming an actor, and subsequently a veteran of over 100 movie and TV roles. Composer Fred Steiner also passed away on June 23rd at the age of 88. His career started in 1949 with the series Man Against Crime, and he has since amassed over 100 titles to his name. He is best known for his work on The Twilight Zone, Lost in Space, Star Trek, Star Trek The Next Generation, Star Trek The Motion Picture, and his uncredited work on Return of the Jedi. He also composed the famous title theme for Perry Mason. Peter Falk and Fred Steiner will definitely be missed. If you want to discuss anything you heard on this week's edition, please take a moment to get in touch. You can surf on over to chronicgriff.com and leave a note in the forums. You can leave a voicemail at 888-866-9010 or write to John at chronicrift.com. You can also find the Weekly Podioplex and the Chronic Rift on Facebook. The Weekly Podioplex is a collaboration of Creative Criticality and Lucky Shot Productions. This is Michael Faulkner. Thank you for listening. We'll see you at the theater.
That's a wrap.